'Tis the season for Dragon Ball Super theories, guys, and this time we are not, I repeat, we are not talking about the angels of Dragon Ball Super, and we are not talking about the evil Grand Priest. I am sure you guys have heard your quota of videos about that. I'm done talking about that. But today we're going to be talking more so about Zeno, and Guillaume Guerrillo made this interesting diagram on Twitter talking about, you know, this multiversal theory in which there's like a family and a dynasty of Zeno-like characters. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to share my thoughts on this, try to explain how this theory could possibly work, and also explain why it might not work in my whole 9 yards. So to start off here, the way it looks is that Zeno comes from a family of Zeno-like characters. So you have his father, who is the true king of everything. You have Zeno's older brother, Zeno's middle brother, Zeno's sister. We don't see a Zeno's mother here, so it looks like it's just Zeno's father who like fathered everybody. And what they also attach to this is that the Grand Priest is like the tutor to Zeno. Now, without adding all of these fictional characters that we know nothing about, I can definitely 100% agree with the whole Grand Priest thing. It does 100% perfectly seem in the Dragon Ball Super series that the Grand Priest is sort of like a mentor or a tutor or a babysitter to Zeno. That seems to be the relationship that they have. The way he talks to Zeno like he's a child, the way he takes care of Zeno, the way he is so responsible to Zeno's needs. It's clearly evident that the Grand Priest has that type of role of overwatching what Zeno is doing, and it doesn't seem like Zeno is completely in charge of everything based off his personality. I'm going to talk about that more so later. But the question that comes in here is, if this theory does have some substance to it, where are the other family members? Because if we only see Zeno, and if we are going by what this theory is suggesting, what happened to everybody? Well, the first theory that I would have thought of is, did Zeno somehow accidentally destroy these characters? Now, we saw in Dragon Ball Super that Zeno had no problem erasing Universe 9. He had no problem wiping out the entire universe in the future Trunks timeline. So this is a character who really doesn't care, and my friend Mike from Crying Stock Media did a really interesting video where he was talking more so about why is it that Zeno is so willing to just wipe people out. But the question is here is that, could that actually happen? My answer to that is no. Zeno couldn't have accidentally have killed them, because of the fact that it was said back during the Future Trunks arc when Goku pressed, or when Goku was about to press that button to call out Zeno, it was said that Zeno, no matter what happens, no matter who fights him, he will never go away. He cannot be destroyed. So if Zeno can never be destroyed, that would pretty much imply, unless he can still somehow erase his own family members, it doesn't make sense for Zeno to wipe out even possibly stronger or equally stronger characters of this very powerful race. So I don't think it's plausible for Zeno to have wiped out his family. So the only thing that leads into this theory possibly working is that, is there another multiverse? Now, I understand that this is going to be a very, very, very complicated concept here, guys, and I'm going to try to explain this as simple as possible. Think of this like a cluster. So, universe 1 through 12 minus 9, because 9 is gone now, all of those universes are in a multiversal cluster. So you have one multiverse that's made up of 12 universes. And then you have another multiverse that's made up of XYZ multiverses. And originally in our multiverse, there were 18 universes, but they were cut down to 12 because Zeno destroyed 6 of them. So the point I'm getting at here is, can we have multiple multiverses with multiple Zeno-like characters running these multiple multiverses? It sounds so frigging complicated to say that, but that's where I'm getting at this. My answer to that is, it's not impossible, but I don't think the show has hinted at anything close to that level of complexity to even delve into. So I'm gonna scratch that off. So the last way this theory could possibly have weight to it, in my opinion, would be the simple fact that we just haven't seen these guys. They exist, they're a secret, or they're just not mentioned, and Dragon Ball has done that many times before. Out of nowhere, Vegeta has a brother. Out of nowhere, Bulma has a sister. Yes, the series has done this. Out of nowhere, there's a god of destruction that's never existed before that has always been stronger than Frieza and Majin Buu. Dragon Ball just comes up with stuff that just superseded what we were trained to believe before. And if you just want to write these characters into the show, that's probably the most likely way I can see this theory having any substance to it, guys. I think this was a cool diagram by Guillaume Guerrillo. I don't really see how this could actually work, but that's just my thoughts on this, guys. The comment section is always an extension of what I have to say. I don't think this theory has substance to go off of, but it is a fun idea, and I definitely do agree with what he said about the Grand Priest. And when we look at Zeno's personality, my final 2 cents on this would be is, I think the biggest reason why a lot of people have created theories or concepts about Zeno would be because of the fact that with Zeno, you look at his personality and you're like, there's no way this guy is so oblivious about the multiverse. There's no way this character can be so naive to not knowing anything about how the universe works. So you must think, well, conceptually, who created the universe and how did Zeno get in charge? Because there has to be a higher power or a more omniscient power in the universe. And that would make sense. If Zeno was more omniscient and showed more knowledge about the universe, we would all easily just accept him as the king of everything. But because he's so childlike, it's hard for us to believe. And I can see why those theories came up. But shout out to you, Guillermo Guerrillo, for helping me do this video today with your theory analysis, and I'd love to hear your feedback along with all you guys today. So with everything else said, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, as I always say, to have a great day, guys.